Why breast cancer?
Well, because we have more female employees than we do male. 74%
Gotcha.
of our employees are female. One or two of them had gone through breast cancer. It was something that was not, a family member, but a real dear friend of a family member. When I was probably 15, 16, 17 years old, she contracted breast cancer
Wow.
and died.
Wow.
Back then it was almost
It
a
was
death
terminal.
sentence.
Yeah.
And she had 2 young sons. And I don't know how those sons turned out,
Right.
but I know that it was, losing your mom when you're like 10, 11, 12 years
It's
old,
the worst.
it's brutal.
It's unnatural.
And she was divorced from their father, and it was a really difficult time period. So when she said breast cancer to me, I'm like, you know what, let's do that.
Right.
And so all those years later, or all those months later, after we had a very successful golf tournament for breast cancer that first year in 2016, then Dawn came to me and said, now that we're doing something for women's health, let's do something for men's health. Let's
Right.
do a No Shave November. And I said, well, what's that look like? Like, what do you want me to do? And she said, grow a beard. And I was like, I don't want to grow a beard, man.
For anybody if you don't know Rory, he's not a beard guy.
No,
I think I know
no.
you well enough to know you're not a beard guy.
No, if you knew me back in my Commerce Bank days, Scott remembers this very well. Scott, would you have been able to have a beard in Commerce?
Not without you saying something about it.
Right. So I actually, this is a cute story. It's a really good friend of mine. His name was Brian Ware,
Right.
and he passed away from cancer a few years ago. But when I interviewed him at Commerce, he's clean shaven.
Mm.
And then he shows up for work the first day, and I'm sitting in this office, and there are all glass walls at Commerce. And I see this guy walk in the front door, and he was a big dude. Brian was big. He played college football. And this guy comes in, and he's full beard. I'm like, who the heck is this guy? And he goes over and he sits down in one of the desks. And
You're like,
I said, is that guy that I hired?
with
So I
the
went over to
clean
him and
shaven?
I said, did you have that beard on when I interviewed you? And he said, no, it's hunting season, so I grow a beard for hunting. And I said, go home and shave.
Yeah, good for you.
So, you could do things like that then.
Yeah, not
And
anymore.
when she came to me and said, let's, grow a beard and it'll,
Right.
help people raise money for it, I was real resistant to it, but I did it. And the employees loved seeing me, struggle through that.
Right.